So, yeah, that was a pretty good recap. I know that Jean went back to the town before everyone else and talked to all the pirates. Uh, when Jean made it back to town, by that time, Waylon, what would you have been doing?
Waylon is in the lab.
Right, he is in the
Waylon is
lab.
is is up in his
Right.
up in the topmost towers. Um and then yeah, he is up in the topmost towers currently in his sort of converted weird bedroom slash lab, working hard on concepts.
Okay. All right. I completely forgot about that.
And I'm completely remembered what you told us.
Great. I might need a refresher on what he's looking for, but uh, by that time, Abby, where were you?
Oh, good lord, where was I?
I remember you in the castle doing something, and I remember Ash or Cinna was sitting against the wall in the castle. But yeah, it's definitely going to be sometime before Jean gets back down.
God, I hate that I cannot remember exactly what I was doing last.
It's okay. You can say that what you want to do now.
Ugh.
I can always come back to you.
Yes, please.
All
Please
right.
do.
Senna, how long will you be sitting against that wall?
It would only be like a couple of minutes after the conclusion of everything from the last session, and then kind of stumbling, walking into town, back to town,
All
or
right.
towards town.
You are stumbling, kind of sauntering your way back to town, and in the jungles, in the woods coming up to the castle, you are getting passed by a whole gaggle of sky pirates, mostly back Nami, but yeah.
She would stop in her stride to look at the first Bagnami as it passes her vision, and then at the second, and she would just kind of like hyper fixate on all of them walking past for a second, and then go back to her continued walking.
Okay. How
Whoa.
does Cinna do with smells?
Ooh, in this moment,
Yeah.
she would definitely voice her concern about a smell.
Okay. Because one thing that is typical with Backnami, especially these guys, is the lack of bathing.
Oh, as like the second or third one's passing and like it's still going, she'd just be like, "God, you guys stink." Okay.
They are all focused on going up to the castle.
Ugh. Yeah. You guys stink. Anyways, she'll go back to her walking.
Okay.
She is locked in on being there.
All right. There is a little bit of time. You're able to see non-Backnami going up to the castle, but it was mostly Backnami, just by the sheer number of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to make it to town. Unless you want to talk to any of the other pirates.
Nothing outside of like first thought, just passing by comments, basically. Like someone stinks or like a hey, nice button on your coat or something.
Okay. Yeah, you'll definitely find more of those with some of the more distinguished groups, like with the Punch Out crew and whatnot.
If any of them are wearing like a feathered hat or something, like she'd see the feather and just like bop it basically as she's passing by.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you'll find one of them definitely has a feathered cap. And yeah, you're able to make it into town. It is a lot quieter than when you left. And you see there are a Rev and a Moogle just slowly trudging from outside of town.
Okay. That's huh. These are the Moogles that have like the little palms over their head and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, and they look exhausted. A little downtrodden.
She's gonna kind of like catch up to the corner and like look around it and see where they're headed for a minute, and then like look the other way before like trying to continue her very casual walk.
They're gonna go inside this building.
What is this building?
It is a... No, I don't have that saved. It is a restaurant.
Huh.
Oh. Does the food smell good?
Yeah, it smells pretty good.
Okay. She'll follow in then, yeah.
Okay. Jean, would you have gone back to the streets once all the pirates are have vacated the city or town?
I probably I don't think I would have known where to go else. Otherwise, otherwise I'd just be running back and forth to and from the castle all day. That's a little bit exhausted. A little bit sucks,
That's fair, yeah.
Even as much as I tried to tell them, please stop. They clearly, at a certain point, became clear that the mob's not listening even a little bit beyond unless they heard magic, And
Yeah. Well,
and it just, I guess, kind of just ended up wandering myself.
okay. Can you roll me an awareness check?
Sure, why not? Whoosh. Whoosh. I have no clue what's
Absolutely
going
not
on.
You do not see, like, Senna just walks right past you, but the crowd is thick. By that point, you have no idea.
There's exactly so every time I look over there's like just there's some balloon or some inconvenient obscure thing that they're holding in the crowd.
Absolutely.
Like a big sign, their bag.
Your observation skills is just as good as the 6ix9ine gang versus the 6ix9ine Bane from last episode. Senna, you go into the restaurant and there is one table free and there is a holy water just sitting on it.
Yo. I'm so sorry. I have to. It looks like water, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yo, free water.
It tastes nasty.
We live in the dark ages.
Yeah. What the fuck? And now my mouth is dry. But, okay. I'm just kind of just whatever's left of it, we'll just put away.
Ah, yes, I just double checked the ingredients for holy water. You had a fun little sip of funeral roots and rotting flesh.
Yeah.
How does rotting flesh make water holy? I don't-
Good question.
Caps it, puts the remainder that has just the little sip taken out of it away, and just kind of sits at the table staring at the empty seat across from her.
You're able to see down the restaurant. One table over is the Rev and the Moogle are talking to each other like, "Oh man, long day. Yeah, such a long day. Did you get anywhere further in your part of the mine yet? Not really. Any good hauls? Not really. Feels like we kind of hitting the max of what is in there. Yeah, the you're doing good work though, because every little bit that you're making, you're getting out, we're putting to good use. Oh yeah, what was the company got you doing? We're making this weird little tube that's supposed to go underwater. Huh. Weird. Yeah, there's little claws on the outside of it. It's bizarre. Huh. Weird. Rich people, man. Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to go, like, deep down there. Ain't nothing down there. Yeah, well, maybe they just want to have fun. Maybe. Here's a drink to us having fun. And they clink their glasses together.
She's gonna kind of like, as soon as the clink happens, kind of like rub her ear, like a little bit in pain there, and just like can like go back to just she's eavesdropping, but she's staring off into middle space for the most part.
It's fair.
I love middle space. It's my favorite space.
It's a good space.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Someone's gonna come by, ask if you want any food, any drink.
Yeah, I'll take a water and this thing, and she'll just point to a random item on the menu.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Coming right up. And they
Okay, thank you.
leave to get you your food.
You had nice hair. Bye.
Well, now I'm curious if they heard that. They sure did. Aw, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And so you get to have a nice stromboli.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. That was most of the information that I had in that conversation between those two. That's of worth. Abby, did you know what you wanted to do?
Yeah, you know what? I think after like letting the Viera out of the, for lack of a better term, like detainment cell area, I think she would just be like hanging out with them and just talking with them and just catching up. Or catching them up, I guess, if they have questions about like weird goings on of modern times.
Yeah. Where are you? There you are. Let me bring a good couple of them around. There we go. Oh, Wallace ain't gonna be there. He's busy tidying up his shop. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna have a couple of Fiel Vieira with you. And they're like, yeah, so what's going on? Are we really going to be living in there?
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have like better accommodations or whatnot, or
I mean, that was the idea from the beginning.
oh, perfect. Yeah, I mean,
But
it's nice to have a solid place, but whew, that was cramped.
yeah, no, tell me about it. Your mayor has been nothing but trouble.
What do you mean?
Right. Y'all don't remember. And you know what? I don't even know if you'll remember by the time you wake up tomorrow, so just promise me you won't panic, okay?
Okay.
So, long story short, you died a long time ago.
Oh yeah, he told us about that this morning.
And then, yeah, and he showed up and did all of his wacky woohoo stuff. Well, it turns out that in him doing so, he's kind of gotten his grubby little hands into some bigger problems and concerns that he is creating for us around here, and well, I don't know how we're going to contain him.
Well, why do you
'Cause
need to contain him?
Well, he started to mess with other citizens of Satir to the point of doing things he should not have.
Oh. Well, I mean, he's only helped be our mayor and our doctor. What shouldn't he have done?
I mean, digging through old mausoleums, playing with the life force of others in the city, not necessarily Vieira. Just kind of all around nasty things, and it has left us with a very difficult set of choices we need to make.
Oh, well, so you talk to him? He's very understanding.
Frankly, I don't know if I want to talk with him right now, because part of me wants to punch his lights out.
Oh. Well, then... why not go for a breather and then talk to him? Because there's been plenty of times where he's tried to make things accommodating and comfortable for us.
Care to walk with me and tell me exactly how?
Yeah, of course. Where are you going to guide them? Like back to the town?
I mean, around the safe part of the castle, maybe outside in like the courtyards,
Okay.
about and around.
Okay, yeah. They'll walk with you, and they'll talk about times where things were a little difficult in the volcano, and he did what he could to help make things more comfortable. He there was this one time I was really struggling to adjust. I woke up and everyone greeted me, but it was kind of jarring. But then he gave me a home in Rhoda, and it said just have fun all day, and that he would take care of all any problems that we come across, and he did.
Have fun all day.
Yeah.
That is such a... God, that is such a Wallace thing.
We
I'm
do our
coming to learn.
we still do our volcano gardening, or did, while we lived there. But aside from that, he was just there, and he said that he would help us with anything we need. That's it. Like, we've had like squabbles and stuff, and he would explain things and just kind of be a mediator. He's very understanding.
I still don't know if I can trust him, though. There's just... What he has done for you has been wonderful
Yeah,
for
it
me to
is.
have discovered, but him messing with people, innocent people who are just passers-by, just regular citizens of this island, kind of is a little, a little more than uncalled for, you know?
Uh, we can tell him that we don't like it if he does that. He'd listen to us.
Just on the off chance I don't actually catch up with him, if you do see him, would you let him know that for me?
Yeah. Yeah, we could tell him that the things that upset you upset us as well. I think he'd be very accommodating to that. I mean, you already told him what was upsetting you, right?
I will be honest, a lot of the last few hours have been kind of a blur. Maybe?
Okay. Well, we can talk to him.
Oh, that'd be good. I need a drink. You don't know a good place? Where's your favorite place to catch a drink around here in town?
Oh, yeah. Down in the town, there's a little restaurant, like, near the exit. They have a real good drink. Good Bahamut breeze, if you're looking for that kind of drink.
I was gonna try.
think I'll go
I was
try
gonna
it.
half nudge you this goofy drink name, and you gave us a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid it was going to be sparkling cocoa.
I was thinking about it. I was like, Yeah, you want to go get a drink?
Yeah, through. Let's go. Let's go enjoy some fresh air. Stuffy in this cramped old castle, anyway.
All right, let's go. They're going to walk with you out to the entrance at this point. And when you get there, the horde is at the entrance. And you can see all the Backnami, all the sky pirates. And they're all like, oh! Let me take you there. Let's just have faith with you. Yeah, they're going to look at you and like, oh, you beat us to the magic.
Do I remember anything of them being sent this direction?
Right.
No, that happened. That happened entirely when you were still in the castle, and you haven't left the castle.
Yeah, this was all while you were in the castle when they were directed up here, but also you were completely sloshed when they were being interviewed and did not show up at that island. So the large amount of Backnami just showing up completely new.
Yeah, magic. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. We were just heading back into town.
We were told there were magic items. We want to see the magic items.
Well, gentlemen,
The
I don't
telephone game has gone
know
out
where
of hand.
those are. So, Just, if you go down this first hallway, please keep out of the pool, and someone will be with you shortly.
Oh. Magic items, magic items.
Oh no.
They're chanting, and they go down the hallway. You can see that past the back Nami, there's a lot more. You will find a couple of non-back Nami, just the other Sky Pirates, going as a horde all the way to Wallace's shop.
I think at this point I'm just gonna kind of head down and just try and get past them.
It's gonna take some pushing and some weaving through, but they'll let you
She'll
pass.
do her best.
It is a fish swimming up a stream, but you're able to do it. They'll be kind and let you through. And Jean, did you go back to the perch you were at, or did you go back to the entrance of the town when you were were done trying to convince them not to go?
I think I probably stayed around maybe the entrance, I guess. I don't know. I think, again, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure how, again, the dumbfounding nature of everything going exactly counter to her design is kind of still kind of a stun of,
Hey,
maybe just back and forth a bit.
that is fair, because now there isn't a whole crowd trying to get past you, and you and Abby are able to see each other.
Without now we have to be aware.
You do not need to roll. It will be so easy to see her.
Thank goodness.
As I just walk up and just kind of give you a little wave, probably half in some mundane conversation with
Hey,
Faith here.
they just did the exact opposite. Fascinating.
Yeah, why? What was that about? Magic
I-
items in the castle? You know what? It'll be the kid's problem. It'll be
I think it's gonna be our own.
Wallace's problem. I should have told him to not overrun the Vieira. Oh god.
Maybe you should have told him to just leave. I tried to tell him to not go there, and they somehow took that as go there.
Listen, with the brain still bouncing between every back Namby there, I don't think they had too much that they could have done otherwise. I need a drink. Are you thirsty? Let's go get a drink. We were just Faith and I were just
delightful.
going to get.
Yeah, no, let's get it out of anything to get myself moving, get away from thinking about what the hell was up with those people. Ugh.
All right. Faith will guide you around the corner and into the restaurant that Cinna's right next to the door for.
She is sitting there in the booth, just staring off in the seat, the other side, and every now and then she'll look down and take a spoonful of her stromboli, and then go right back to just forks, spoon. Yeah, you know what? No, spoonful in this case. Yep.
Maybe there's no forks in Satir. You don't know this.
Okay,
Real
do you
freak
know?
shit is eating it like a crab.
Now I have to ask, do you know what a stromboli is?
I love this.
I do,
I love
yes.
this.
Okay. As long as Cinna's being weird and using utensils, then
She's
that's
using
fine.
a spoon for it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I can see it. I can see it.
She'll take a little spoonful, eat it, and then she's just gonna stare off at the seat, and just.
Yeah. She cuts a little bit off and just. Oh.
And then she just kind of looks at. She's very
Forcibly-
slow in her motions, slow and deliberate in her motions.
Very, very forcibly cutting it with the spoon.
Hey, the sound of a spoon is a very useful cutting utensil. I will not stand for this spoon side slander.
I was so excited when you said that you were eating it with a spoon because funniest thing happened in Final Fantasy 69 is that when I introduced Strombolis there, literally everyone was like, wait, is Stromboli not a soup?
Dude.
So when you were saying a spoon, I was like, yes, more people confused because Stromboli sounds like a soup. But no.
I only really know what the Stromboli is because I ate the frozen ones for a while from that screaming Sicilian.
I was going to say spork, but the word spoon is what stuck in my brain, so I ran with it. That's what it was.
That was a good bit to
Fair.
run with.
Yeah. Fair. Okay, yeah. You're able to see each other. I'm assuming you're going to sit at the same table.
Oh, yes.
I mean, if every other spot in the joints fold up anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
Kind of
Down.
Oh,
plop down next to Cinna, motion for Jean and Faith to sit.
She doesn't
Oh.
seem to acknowledge your guys' presence as you guys sit down. She just kind of goes like in a very like robotic motion of just staring at the other chair and then looking down, spooning the Stromboli, eating it, and then staring off into the distance.
Yeah, you too,
Hey.
huh, kid?
Yeah, it's definitely one of these days, huh? Just to gently put a pat Senna on the back.
She's gonna look over and see Abby. Oh, hey, you're pretty.
What?
She's gonna go back to eating.
Yes. Hi. How
The-
are you?
Shock grits her
What?
teeth and looks to the side a little because she's been getting completely blown off. She's the one who made contact. And I'm like angry and just like, what? Come
It's
on.
like- Bitch. Oh,
Go right back to eating. She's still eating and just whatnot.
I mean, I get it. It's been a rough day, but like,
Has it been?
Cinna, are you all right? I'm not gonna look at her.
Yeah, you're pretty. Her eyes are very dilated.
What have you gotten into?
I think this is called a Stromboli. She spoons some and holds the spoon out to the to Abby. The cute girl likes Stromboli.
That's not what I was talking about.
Oh,
And I
okay,
could get
more
my
for
own
me. She eats
thinking.
it.
Well, Faith, it seems
I'm
we
gonna
become
like
the-
flag down like a, a server. And try to order something. It's like, oh my lord, what is going on here?
Yeah, server will
What
come
is-
up to you. Hi. Didn't know guests were coming. Here you go. Hands out menus for everyone.
Yeah, no, I was told you have a Bahamut Blast. 2 of those.
Oh, yeah, I can get you 2 of those.
Is it the same waitress?
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, hey, it's the
3?
girl with the cute hair.
Aw. It's the girl with cute dress.
Thank you. You look soft clotosed too. She goes back to
Ew.
eating, looking away, very red.
Soft.
Cute.
You look soft clothes. What the hell is Cinna
Sh-
smoking?
She's fine. Just give her a moment. Oh,
She's gonna look up and see Jean. Finally see and acknowledge Jean. Your cloak or your coat looks soft.
Thanks. Confounded that this is just this long after a touch.
I mean,
It's like, oh.
is your jacket soft?
It looks soft.
But is it soft?
It's fine. I haven't put much thought into the texture of it.
She with no concept of boundaries reaches across the table and feels your coat.
Whoa,
And sits
whoa.
back down. It's soft.
I'm glad you like it.
I guess it's Cinna approved.
Great.
Takes another spoon of stromboli.
Mm.
What has this girl gotten into?
Is there any? If I look at her eyes, you've mentioned they're dilated, but like, is it discernible of who's front or?
The very slight that you can see is purple, but they are mostly dilated, like pupil.
Oh, she's way out of it, huh?
She has gone beyond zooted.
Well, Faith, I see. Sorry that your little time has become third wheel to trip sitting Cinna, it seems.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, it's gotta be better than sitting in that castle anyway, right?
Oh yeah, it was very cramped in there.
Not to mention, it'd get even more crowded in a second, anyways.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah. So again, what was that about them gushing about magic items? I don't exactly remember.
So,
What we covered before.
So after that whole situation back over in the room, I was kind of a bit out of it. So I'd head to town and saw all the pirates there, and I was thinking about, like, oh, Wallace is being kind of a jackass, putting magic into people, killing people, reviving them, you know. I was trying to just warn them, hey, stay away from this magic guy in the castle. He's like the idiot with a gift shop. And I guess somewhere, because the group of McNamee and everybody weren't listening very closely to begin with, and judging by what you said, it sounds like it turned from a telephone game to let's go visit them to see all of the magic items.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
let's hope that Wallace doesn't get any dumb ideas with this, you know?
Have we known him to have good ones?
Fair. Let's hope he doesn't have any relatively stupider ideas than normal.
Let's hope he doesn't have any ideas at all.
Got an entire swarm of Bagnami with 3 brain cells fighting for 4th place.
Those things smell.
Yeah.
Takes a spoonful of stromboli.
Trying to not think about them.
How things?
You know what? Captain's up there. He could take care of it.
Yes, I'm sure he's got everything handled up there.
At least they're not down here. We have a little bit of, like, metaphorical breathing room. Looks to the crowded tavern.
God, and yeah, now I'm nervous about them staying busy. Say, they are getting itching to get going, moving. I think might be wise to get them moving.
Well,
Cause
so it would be up to their captain to give him a heading and ship him off and let them wear themselves out, for lack of a better descriptor.
Hey, Waylon, can you roll me an awareness check?
I can roll you an awareness check. Oh boy. There it is. Sheet the other thing. No.
Okay. Well,
Sure.
it was on a scale, it sounds as though there is as much commotion going down in the main part of the castle that you were at as there was before. It's just continued. Maybe people are talking a little bit louder.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm Kubrick staring at the wall. I'm Kubrick staring at my lab.
Are you doing anything in the lab, or just disassociating in there?
I'm gonna wait for QB to whenever he's over to me, because there's a lot of questions that need answering right now.
Okay, well, how does everyone feel about me hopping on over to Waylon then?
Sounds. I'm personally fine.
Sounds like a spoonful of Stromboli.
Spoon Stromboli. There's another Stromboli. Spoons that Stromboli too.
Alrighty, in that case, yeah, let me. Boop, boop. Roll on over to Waylon. What questions do you have?
Well, what I'm doing right now is Waylon is definitely extremely. He's completely lost in his work right now. I think being tricked by Wallace this much and to this degree has really gotten him. And he is going to. He's definitely losing his mind a little bit. But you know, what's one more shape? The big thing is that he wants to be up in the lab, and he's working on a theory. The theory being that Avoleb's dimension is in this place in between. We tested it. Waylon and Coda tested it, and it was this area of nothing. And Waylon has these series of structures he's constructed, like not structures, these small toy-like diagrams, like visual diagrams that are constructed out of brass rings, similar to an astroblade. What I'm thinking of? Hang on. What are the word? What's the word? What do they call the Hey,
Like an
bottoms
orrery?
play Final Fantasy 14. What's the name that of the thing?
Astrolabe.
That, thank you.
Bottoms of 14. Fuck you. Healers are power dogs, and they will let you know it.
Fuck you.
He's got an Astroglobe / Astrolabe set up that he has attached a variety of like inscriptions on, and he has like a pendant essentially hanging in the center. And he is he's got a couple of like machines like that, the similar machines, those scanners currently running, and he's got both the Aetherite and the Nethicite in containers, as well as a variety of Magicite, the Magicite that we have access to, you know, the standard element array, currently arranged about. And Waylon is trying to figure out what is the correlation in the magical sort of structure of this world. You know, Evoleb is some sort of god, but a god that can be tangible and seen is not a god. A god that can be seen, a god that can be interacted with, a god that can be touched is a being. It is a thing. It is no longer an untouchable concept. And thus, he is trying to figure out what is the difference between where they are and how they got there. And he has charts littered everywhere of the there's the aetherite crystals and teleportation of this world, right? They like say the crystals that you use to fast travel around the cities in the game. Are those mechanically in this world as well, or is that something that more pertains to like just game mechanics that doesn't translate over?
That is something that only specific cities have.
Yeah, like Rabanastra.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so
Rabanastra have
very
those.
high end.
Yeah. I
Okay.
will let you know that the normal magicite that you have, like sky stones and stuff, would need to be in an airtight container because you are in a yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got everything in their appropriate like lead containers that I usually would.
Yeah.
I am trying to theorize how one reaches this space between and how it basically connects to everything else. When one teleports, when one uses the aetherite or aethersite or whatever the correct wording there is, for teleportation, where does one go? How does that actually work? Um, and in doing so, he's trying to figure out what do you need to do to punch a hole through the we'll call it the fabric, right? The fabric of reality to this void. Um, Using this framework of sort of logical deduction that if either site, let me take a step back because this is kind of a I've been thinking about this a lot. So I'm giving you the whole thing right now so you understand where I'm at. And feel free to stop me if you have a question. If say you have a ring, right? And on the ring, think like a traditional magical realms, right? Or like your planar realms, say like 5e in Dungeons and Dragons, where it's, you have the magicite that all operate on this physical realm that we operate on. We know that those are physical embodiments that we can interact with and touch. We know that but in a different regard, definitely operating on a different. I don't want to call it an element. I don't really have a word for it. Operating on a different level, you have though is the aethersite and nethersite. These two, nethersite of course is able to absorb a great deal, and aethersite. Or is it aethersite? Or am I thinking of omnisite? What is the word I'm looking for?
Aurasite.
Aurasite. Thank you so much. Aurasite. That's too many crystals. Aurasite, on the other hand, is capable of expending a near limitless amount of energy, which means if that crystal must be expending it from somewhere, and the energy being pulled into the nether site must be going somewhere. So, with that in the regards and the balance of these magicite in the center of the ring, think of the astro globe, say from Final Fantasy XIV. If, say, the X-axis ring contains all of these physical elements that we can touch, if on the Y-axis instead you have the expanding of the aurasite, and inversely you have the subtraction of the nethersite, that leaves this theoretical gap in between, this transitionary area. Waylon doesn't know what that is, but he has seen the void, and he knows there is some sort of other thing out there. It's how he built this like nuclear test device. Essentially, it's how he recreated the disaster of Leviathan, the 8th Fleet Leviathan. And well, that obviously we didn't test that, technically speaking. That theory hinges on his ultimate goal, which is how can you create a system of teleportation that would allow you to essentially cut through the fabric like a needle and land where you need to go by disregarding the physical realm and instead traversing this negative, this void. Negative isn't even the right word. It's zero. It's absolute zero. it's the balance state, right? So with those sort of details laid out, and this is all this is all scrabbled by a 18-year-old who doesn't really know how to write very well. So it's a lot of like decent, like pretty well drawn diagrams and a lot of like really shitty like legible text, and very little like physical math. This is extremely theoretical. Waylon is with this sort of understanding, trying to use all of his engineering skills and theoretical practice with his wakeboard and with his solar board and his various devices to try and create something that can access that void. My current theories are really fucking dangerous. Really goddamn dangerous, because I currently, Waylon doesn't know, and this is of course me as the player and Waylon's knowledge, don't know if in doing that it could create either A, the nuclear type option that was theorized in the original device we used to threaten the prince, or if he accidentally creates a one-way trip. And what is the radius of that? Unknown, right? So that is kind of where I now turn to you, DM. As Waylon is doing this, and I need to. He's trying to breach this sort of eureka moment, this like light bulb moment. What would I need to do to take these pieces and try and come up with a theory that doesn't sound like instant death? Not even a full thing. I'm looking for just how the fuck do you crack that void and get to that place again?
That is a lot and a good question.
You've given me 6 months to a year to brew on this. I have charts.
There is some things that are going to be available soon that might unlock more information. But can you roll me an inquiry? Or either that or a magic. Whichever one's higher.
Oh, my fucking magic is probably not great. My inquiry is probably higher. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, my inquiry is 2. My magic is not good. I'll do inquiry.
Okay.
And did I ever really quickly, I need to make sure I didn't already inventory, right? Did I create anything for this? No, it doesn't look like I did. Okay.
You did, but I think you gave it to someone else.
I think I gave it to Tyr as a gift.
Yeah.
And it was only inquiry at 40. But so this is just going to be Waylon trying to connect the dots, I guess. Okay. All right. We're gonna do what we gotta do.
Okay.
Oh God, when we get to the invention stage, it's over for you bitches. Okay. Fuck. Okay. I rolled 79 under 52. I'm good. Oh, Pokey?
Uh-oh.
You crit failed me. You crit failed me. Pokey. Pokey.
99 of the night.
Listen,
That's-
my intentions were pure. You know that I was not trying to kill the dream.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hi, DM.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step back here and I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm
There's
just gonna step back.
there is a lot that I'm going to have to think about on what a crit fail would mean in this situation.
If you want to go back to them, I'm not gonna be mad. Do your thing.
No, I'm gonna have to think about that, but in the meantime, as you are trying to figure out everything that's going on, the ruckus down in the main part of the castle is really loud. You cannot think. It is a
Oh,
distraction.
Waylon is so fucking mad already. Yeah, okay. Waylon is he's gonna fucking throw his goggles onto the desk and storm down the stairs.
All right, you storm down the stairs, and you find that it is coming from Wallace Zelnor's shop, and it is packed. There are Backnami, there are Sky Pirates everywhere, just going through it, window shopping, buying a bunch of shit. A lot of people are talking to Wallace, and yeah, it is a booming shop.
Okay. Waylon is going to. You said it's just filled with backnamming?
All of the pirates that you have recruited.
Okay.
Everybody of all kinds, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, good god. Okay, I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna Yeah, I think Waylon is too fucking angry right now. He is just going to immediately just yell like Oi! What the hell are we doing in here?
Roll me a leadership.
Okay.
Did you say athletic leadership?
Nah, I stuttered.
Okay, I'm sorry then.
Nah, it's fine. Would have been funny though.
That's
you
that's
athletic
called,
in your leadership?
Oh
yeah.
yeah. You shout just the hey, everyone just quiets down and looks over at you.
I did not pay you and offer you to live on this island so you could shop. Get back to your goddamn posts and get back to work.
What are we working on?
Waylon is... Who says that?
The Hume lady in front of you. She looks about in her 40s.
Yeah, okay.
Got a scar across her face.
Waylon turns to her real fucking slow, like gaze glowered, and draws in like a long breath, before he says, "You all were hired so we could hunt the Duke of Glabados. If your ships are not already ready for inspection, armed to the teeth, then you shouldn't be in this goddamn shop. Who here wants to claim ahead of time that they've already prepared themselves for a journey such as that? Any of you?
Yeah,
Who says that same person?
same person.
I like this one.
What's your name?
Candace.
What's your boat?
We're the Punch-Out crew.
The Punch-Out crew.
That's your legends that you looked up to earlier.
So those are like the big shots, aren't they?
Yeah, okay, the fucking Punch-Out crew. Yeah, all right. Waylon's so close to losing his fucking mind right now. If then you feel like, do all of you in here feel the same way?
About if we're ready to
To ship off as soon as possible. Yes.
Yeah, we've been waiting for orders. We've been waiting for a plan. That was the Seek up here saying that.
All of you, leave the gift shop, go back down to town. You'll have your plan tonight. Meet us in the tavern. Take whatever the hell is in your hands. Don't worry about paying for it. Just get out of the fucking castle.
Cool. Free bono. And they're going to take what they got and start shuffling past you. You can see that there's barely anything on the shelves now.
Sounds like a Wallace Allmar problem, if you ask me.
Meanwhile, you see Wallace is just he's just standing there sipping from one of his novelty cups. Can you roll me an awareness check?
Yeah. Oh my god, I
Yay.
made it for once.
Yeah, you can see he's he's just sipping from his one of his novelty cups. He looks irritated at first and then just starts thinking, oh, okay.
Give me a second. Brew on something.
Oh, I missed these two. They were hiding.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Secrets.
Secret Seeks or
The secrets, the hiders.
All right, wait, are you just gonna go back up to your shop?
Waylon is going to stand there in the room with Wallace for like a really long moment. And yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You know what? All of my self-restraint is currently down in the tavern. Waylon is going to actually approach Wallace properly.
Hi.
Why did you get into this?
Get into the gift shop business? Well, I wanted to run a gift shop.
Stop playing this fucking character, Wallace. You resuscitate the dead. You kill for profit.
I
know
didn't kill for
pirating.
profit. I just needed more life.
Are you stupid?
I mean, the others said so, I guess.
So is this just living forever? That's your goal? That's why you're like this? You forsake everything so that you might live forever. Other people, anyone who would possibly be in any capacity useful for giving you more life so you could live on more and more. Is that it? Is that the entire reason you're doing this?
No. The entire reason I'm doing this is for the gift shop. Why do you do this?
I do this because there has to be something better. You are holding the people here hostage.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could leave and then you can hold them hostage if you want. I could set up shop somewhere else. That's really all I care about.
We already understand the nature of your magic. We understand you can't be killed because it would kill those who already live on the island, innocent lives. Stop playing this goddamn arrogant fool character. Wallace, you're a wizard, are you not? A mage.
Oh, yeah.
You're a necromancer.
Yeah.
Take any accountability for your goddamn actions.
Oh,
Pretend for at least a moment that you're understanding even of the ramifications you're having upon everyone around you. I can't tell if you're just ignorant or intentionally evil and obscure behind this sociopathic, despondent lack of humanity that you demonstrate towards everyone around you. Do you not understand these people were once dead and lying peacefully, and you've resurrected them now to live as brainwashed fools?
Yeah, that would have brought in the money. Just like, hey, come on down, see how this species that used to be alive live.
Jesus.
Question.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is for the DM, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh man. Can I make a optional leadership check as sort of a self-restraint option?
Yeah, you can.
Gamers, I'm struggling. Gamers, this is an ontological evil.
We keep
Gamers,
leaving you alone.
Gamers, I am struggling. Okay, let me make this leadership check real
Thought we
quick.
struggled together.
We did, and we do. We usually do.
Hey, you passed it.
I'm going to interpret. Okay. Full disclosure, that was whether or not I just Shelburne stabbed that guy immediately. I think I'm going to do something a little irrational brought on by my interpretation of that crit fail inquiry. What I would like to do is this is an invention concept. I want to force it. I think with the inquiry, Waylon has operated. So I'm going to explain my mindset behind this. Waylon has operated entirely before this point on trial by fire. He has built things based on theory without testing, and tested and just run it always. He's an instinct-based character, always has been, and he's also incredibly short-sighted when it comes to certain decisions that involve usually emotional decisions, on account of being 18. So I look to you, DM, and I have successfully created, though never tested, of this quote-unquote nuclear device. I am wanting to, again, using this this crit fail of inquiry of complete total fucking failure as my motivator. I'm interpreting this sort of as a misguided thought process. I want to force the problem, and the way Waylon would force the problem is he wants to try and reverse the polarity of this concept of this expunging nuclear device, the disaster of the Eighth Fleet Leviathan, and he wants to try and inverse it. And in doing so, he's going to need to probably go back up to the workshop real quick to grab his things. But that's what I want to try and invent full-heartedly right now is
an implosion engine.
Not an almost, because the Eighth Fleet Leviathan's explosion is an implosion. It's an implosion that results in an explosion, because it is essentially the balance between the aetherite and ethosite causes a absorption into a device that cannot withstand the power, then exploding. So instead, he wants to inverse that polarity and create that device and try and force this creation to punch a hole into the void. How would I approach doing something so foolhardily, mechanically speaking?
I guess this would be an invent.
This is
God. Oh God. God. Fuck.
My real life heart is currently is exploding.
Yeah, give me an. Do you want to know how well you do it beforehand? You know what? Let's do an event. Let's do an event minus 40.
Waylon is not concerned necessary. He's a confident builder to a foolhardy degree most of the time. He's never experienced true outright failure. And that, so yeah, I think he's trusting his instincts. He doesn't believe that he can, unless like this physically a device cannot be assembled. I don't think he gives a shit about the theory at the moment. He needs to test this.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, you did get it. Okay.
I fully.
Oh Jesus.
The only factor that I have as the player character in request to how this works or how it operates is just needing to understand scale and scope of what this device can do. Like obviously I don't want to warp the island of Satir into the void. But if that's not information that I have access to, then that's fine. That's totally good. I understand.
I would say with that botch, you do not have access to that.
Yeah. Okay. That's the rub. All right. Okay. Then, yeah, Waylon is going to assemble what is kind of an astrolabe, like device, with these like locking mechanisms around the aura site and the around the whole thing, really. And he is yeah, I'm an engineer. Mechanically speaking, this is an invention. I am gonna go for it. I will come back to down to the gift shop. And I will call out for Wallace and to see if he's still here.
All right. You come on down to the gift shop, and you can see that he is disassembling one of the shelves that he had, standing up, and he looks over at you, and it's like, "Oh, you're back."
I am going to continue to approach him. Hang on, looking at my devices real quick. I have a bunch of I need to grab which one is the one that affects. Is it curse or silence? Silence is the one that stops magic. I'm going to enter the room and I'm going to use my tier 3 invention net, which is a essentially like a magicite net that creates a barrier, inflicting the status silence upon someone.
Okay.
All right.
Are you going to be stealthy about taking it out?
No. I think Waylon's got that one device in his one hand, and he's got the fucking astrolabe in the other hand, and he's relying on just very straightforward approach here. He's just like entering the room and then like immediately, instantaneously, as soon as he sees him, throwing it at him.
All right. Yeah, you throw it at him. As it's in the air, he raises his hands like, "Whoa, hey, I'm just a little guy. It's my butt." And he starts mouthing.
No attribute was found. The target is spoken by the name of evasion.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have evasion.
Oh, fucking wizard moment. Okay. All right.
Unstatted character moment.
Yeah, he's unstatted.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just going to keep mouthing the whole, "Hey, I'm just a little guy. It's my birthday. Hey, you want to do that to a guy wearing glasses?" whole speech, but only his lips are moving.
Yeah.
He is silenced.
Okay. I mean, are we? What is the rules of initiative here? I want to make sure that I'm operating, kosher. Am I clear to take my next action, or do I
Yeah,
need
take
to?
your next action.
Okay. My next action is Waylon will. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's gonna get real close, basically, and say, "The people here's lives are tied to you, Wallace. As long as you may yet live, they will live as well. So then, live forever." And I will. I'm doing it. I'm cracking the device open, with the intended target being, I will. I'm gonna. I guess I have to. I mean, nature of me not knowing what this device does, huh? Um, um, yeah, I'm gonna crack it open, and I'm targeting him with it. Um, I, yeah.
All right.
I will point. Yeah, I'm just basically gonna channel it towards him, point it at him, using the using essentially the brass work engineer's gauntlet that I have as the conduit for this thing. I'm going to try and open it at him, essentially.
All right. Roll me a D100.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I might go to hell right now. My blood is pumping really fast.
You?
That's a 45.
Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, so you crack it open, aimed right at him, and you can see just a black void escapes from Pandora's box, and
Oh, the genie
envelops
in the
him
lamp, you mean?
and yourself, and then
Uh,
he's just standing there. You're both just standing there. Nothing has seemed to happen.
we're in a black void?
No, it's just the castle right now. It expanded to the room and then nothing. Nothing happened.
You just made a hole and that's it?
Oh, it expanded to the room and that's it. Which means the
But-
entire room could be there too.
Can I do some sort of,
Oh, God.
some sort of inquisition as to what the effect of what just happened is? Any kind of, knowledge check or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, roll me. Oh gosh, what knowledges do you have?
I mean, not a ton, big dog.
Okay.
I have, you should never have switched over to me, actually.
Yeah.
I have 50 in magic, area, history, and folklore, 20 in monsters, and 0 in summons.
That's a good
Really
amount
banking on this not being summons.
Yeah, just roll me a straight magic check.
of the knowledge.
Yeah. No. The skill. The attribute.
Oh, my attribute is so fucking low. Real quick question. I have a magic of 11. The default, how does the rating for that work again? It's like making sure my math is
Yeah, it's
correct.
going to be 3 times your magic divided by, or 3 times your magic plus 10 divided by 2.
Holy
But
shit.
or half of what the whatchamacallit is.
The rating?
Yeah, your defaults should be half of your rating.
Oh, okay. So I just need to up this by 1. Okay. Oh, that's not good. This is very, very, very unlikely. I didn't
Nice.
Nice.
do it. That
That's
is
nice.
69. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Hey,
Good
thank
job.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
Proud of you, kid.
You hold that thought.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, you're
Oh my fucking god.
are
Oh
you
my.
gonna use channel points to try and prove it?
You know what? I have, as a rule, I almost always don't. In this one instance, yeah, why not? I care about this one a lot.
We care, right?
I've got 35,000 points. Why not? You know?
Never let them know you're next.
Not
Nope.
nice, but also not a success.
Okay. I don't know why I went wrong.
Yeah, no idea why it went wrong. Would you like us to move back to the others?
I'm gonna do one more action.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm just gonna like frustrated, sort of do like a just fucking huck the thing at the ground, essentially.
Oh.
Dark Knight Joker failed to fucking blow up the hospital moment.
All right, roll me another D100.
$26.
Hey, okay, yeah. That's pretty good. Okay. In this case, let's go back to the other group. The four of you are having a good time in the bar. It's pretty nice. Can everyone roll me an awareness check?
You bet your sweet bippy we can.
You got it, boss.
QB, I'm gonna roll you 2 and take the lower of the 2.
Okay.
Cool. Giving yourself.
Cool.
Did you mean,
Awesome.
Did you mean the lower or the higher?
The worst of the 2 results.
Okay,
Dis-
that's
rolling
what I
with
thought, and then I
disadvantage.
realized, wait a second.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
sorry. Yep,
It's
16 in reverse.
disadvantage doesn't work that way.
Hey, there was no modifier or anything like that, right?
No, there's no modifiers on a scale, so...
Stromboli. That's my excuse.
Just wasn't sure if there was
You noticed the
missed
Stromboli
implied
might
Viera
be-
sense fuckery, you know?
Well, not just missed fuckery. Senna's a little
Yeah.
distracted. Abby, Abby and John, you hear a bit of commotion going outside the town. A bit of concern people are having. That turn from like, what's going out there? And then, like, you can see outside the door there are people kind of gathering out towards the square. Looking up towards where the castle is. And
I think.
That's never a good sign.
and
No.
then you start hearing some screaming.
That's even worse.
And they
Oh.
start running.
Spoon Stromboli.
God, yep, okay, we're jumping upward.
Grabbing Senna, going with them.
No, but I'm not done with that. And like
It's
hitting the
not
table
time.
and like dips it onto the floor and everything. No.
You've had plenty. Let's go. Come on.
Oh.
Faith, you're coming with me. Sorry. And I grab Faith's hand as we go running out the.
Yeah. Well, let's go. Can I catch any glimpse of what the hell happened outside?
Yeah,
As we
Jean, you're
run
able
out?
to see with your was that almost 40 under awareness?
Yeah.
You're able to look behind you. You see that there is a black orb surrounding the castle
What the fuck?
part, and it is expanding quickly.
Oh god.
It is going like it is coming at you fast, and you're able to make. Are you gonna run away from it?
I mean, I guess that those I can do right now. I'm trying to think of any could do that might be relevant.
All right.
QB.
Yeah.
Do I feel any magic similar to it?
No.
No, nothing. It does nothing about it feels familiar.
Not yet.
Okay.
I don't like that yet.
By the time you get to here, the the barrier to this orb of void passes right through you, and the sky goes completely dark. There are no clouds. There is no sky. You look past the road towards the sea. There is the water is immediately falling off of the edge.
What the
Zatir is now in the void.
Cool.
Yeah, as Abby was like fumbling for her communicator and like ready to do something as that like wave washes over, and I'm sure the sudden lack of yacht mist overwhelming happens. She just kind of stands there in like a stunned silence.
Sin's gonna look down at her hands. That wasn't a listed side effect. What?
Please, what? Snap out of. Sir, but we got way bigger problems than that. Whatever you took, Cinna. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll get to that. How different does this void feel compared to
Like real space.
Evilise? Like Evilise.
Oh yeah, that's kind of important. You will immediately notice there is zero mist. It's like you're within a city.
It's going from yacht to fucking pylon. Fucking pylon or whatever the fuck they call him is just jarring as hell.
Yeah.
Paling.
Paling, thank you. Start with a P, alright? That's all I knew.
Yeah, you got it, though. But yeah, Cinna, you have felt this level of nothing before, and that was when you were on the edge of Evlueb's domain.
Oh. Home. It's just kind of like looking up and looking around.
What the fuck?
Looks back at her hands. We should go look at it. She guys just very much like in a quick change of tone, just very uppity and happy. Starts kind of like skipping towards the castle where it came from.
Faith, I need you to get everybody back near the tavern and away from the edge of this.
Okay, I'll do my
While
best.
we don't know what's going on, we're already here. I don't want to know what is out there as I watch like the water just like receding and I can see like sea floor that is exposed.
All right, can everyone roll me an awareness check? Cinna, you get a plus 30. Plus 40.
Wow, she has managed to.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
We are rock.
Let's
You two
go!
Waylon 2, I imagine, but
New hyperfixation
Right.
unlocked for drug Cinna.
Locked the fuck in, rightfully so, I'd say.
We are incredibly focused right now.
You are very focused. Yeah. As you tell Faith to get everyone to a safe location, the three of you are looking up at the castle, and a part of it goes missing.
What part of it went missing?
The inside's towards the front. And you can see it kind of shift in on itself. Like a bunch of load-bearing rooms just poof, and then everything that's stonework above it just kind of together.
Oh.
Yeah. Knowing all the Vieira are in there, Abby, in absolutely no thinking fashion, lets go of Faith's hands and begins, like, full tilt sprinting up to the castle.
All right. Yeah, the... Senna, are you gonna keep skipping as Abby?
She's still skipping along, yeah.
All right, Abby
Happy as a clam.
bolts right past you. How about you, Jean?
Bye, pretty lady.
Jean? Oh, you're muted, Pokey.
Oh, hello. Yes,
Oh,
I
no.
didn't. For some reason, Discord has made making noises. I'm first off proud of us for being locked the fuck in on that awareness.
Yep,
Yes.
Secondly, yeah, no, we're. Noticing that, knowing at the very least, Waylon, possibly some other Vieira or pirates were in the castle, and I guess Wallace were in there. It's easy to make the decision to sprint alongside Abby to try and make it make out up to make good pace up there. My words are failing me here because we're moving too fast.
Yeah, you rush up to them, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're running.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard to talk while running.
Do you want to slow with Cinna or keep up with Abby?
That's hard. And I'm gonna determine. Let's see it. We'll flip it.
You know, fair.
That's a keeping up with. That's a keeping down with Cinna. It seems.
All right.
Then maybe trying to hurry her along a little bit, even.
No, I'm
QB,
around pace.
But
as a minor question, are there any others that are, like, leaving the castle from Waylon's previous, like, get back to work
Yeah.
speech?
Yeah, you'll find a whole bunch of sky pirates that are outside the castle, like down the hill in the jungle. And you'll find there are a few of Vieira that are strewn across, like, the path. Not, like, body-wise, but, like, all staring up at the
It's just
castle.
a crowd.
underground. Yeah, just a long crowd of Vieira and then, like, a tight crowd of pirates.
Seeing a big crowd and wanting to get through it really quick. While I don't feel any mist, can I conjure up any kind of magic to use escape to, like, jolt forward and, like, skip past a bunch of people?
You try your best, but no mist is coming to you. No magic can be done. Aside from any magical items that you might have. If you have a warp
Cool.
stone, you can use that now.
Yeah,
Jimmy trying to get them in the garbage can.
I'm gonna not. As funny as that would be, I'm gonna not, because I don't trust the warp stone in the warp. So we're just
In the warp.
yeah, we're just gonna fucking keep bolting, dodging people, yelling at everyone to get to the town square, have somebody with you, like buddy up. Like I am just shouting all of this as I am running up the hill.
All right. Yeah, roll me a leadership check.
Oh, if only I put points into that one this time around. Ha ha ha.
People are a little too stunned to actually do anything.
Like at one point, I hit a rock, it jostles me, and I bite my tongue, just like ah, anyway, fuck.
Does our communicator get us any noise? Anything?
It is static.
Oh
The
god.
sound of static, yay.
Oh no. I
Eventually,
don't know what the hell happened, but no, just keep going. Just be mumbling
yeah.
nervously. What was
Abby,
it?
you are able to get up to the top of the hill where the castle is, and you can see their front part and a bit in is missing. Like someone just took a spherical chunk out of it, including the ground that it was sitting on. You can see down into the mausoleum and the dungeons of it, though.
Wonderful. I'm not gonna pry into that one. I already don't want to think about that. I'm already thinking a small prayer of forgiveness of sorry for this happening to y'all. Fuck. Given Waylon's posturing with this nuke before, and the expanding sphere and now the spherical hole in the ground, can I put that two and two together of something just took
Something
us
just happened.
out of existence and then further?
Give me a magic plus 60.
Oh boy, I love it here.
Yeah, that's a safe posture.
Can I see any way to where that hallway was, or is the entire gift shop area just gone?
Gone. All just the gift shop area and a roughly 20-meter radius around it is just gone.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, at this point, if there's any people injured or trapped stumbling under debris or whatever, I will just start helping what little way I can, because I don't have anything I could do immediately while the rest of my boat skips up.
Yeah, you will definitely be able to...
Oh, I'm not skipping with her.
Like a soft jog.
Sorry, lightly jogging.
Yeah, no.
Slash skipping. Half and half. Yeah. Yeah, you'll find there are some people that most people have gotten out. But most of the stonework structure was made well enough that it could just go into itself and kind of like archway to still be stable. And so there'll be some people that are injured that you can help guide outside of the castle.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that while I just look up at this sphere taken out of this. Like someone blew up a chunk of TNT in the middle of a Minecraft castle.
Pretty much, yeah. After a little bit, Jean and Cinna are able to get up to the castle after you've helped everyone out.
What could have happened? Why are we? What's happening?
I
Why?
think the kid happened. I don't know how. And knowing it might be a fruitless endeavor, she's still gonna shout, like, Waylon! If anything, just to get, like, some frustration out over the,
Get out here so you kick your
Everything.
ass, you idiot! Kind of like angry and also half like sobbing a bit about what the hell is happening. It's clearly like, how could he? What? There's just no sign of him anywhere, right? Yeah.
No sign. Where he would be is
Great.
just gone.
Anyway, I could maybe knowledge of like my somewhat knowledge of. Do I have anything that'd be relevant? Actually, now I think of it, I have some lore of magic. If that might help me know anything, would that be relevant at all?
Maybe. I mean, roll it. It'll be on a scale to see like how.
If there's anything I know,
Yeah.
yeah, or I could intuit or figure out from my knowledge. I guess I'm trying to figure out what to
Yeah.
move from. Hey, that's not a bad number, at least, to try to piece some clue up from.
Yeah. So looking back at this, Abby and Cinna would be able to tell you that definitely there is no mist here. No magic can be performed here, since nothing can be drawn in. And gosh. Yeah, this whatever caused this, which I'm sure you all could assume that he was cooking something. All those lone times that he had, that something pretty magical happened. He had a couple of very powerful stones that very powerful people said, "Hey, these are way above the skill than that any mortal should have." And now, boom, here we are. This is definitely by magical means in some way that everyone is here.
By some way, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Some way, huh?
Some way, huh?
Some way.
Do you spell it W-A-E by chance?
Senna, what do you do when you get to the top?
She's just staring into like the emptiness that's there and just being like, "This is a neat trip."
What did you do, Senna?
Took a funny drug.
What kind of funny drug?
It was to make the weird girl stay away.
Weird girl. What weird girl? Leah?
Who's Leah?
Okay.
Okay, better question in this case. Who are you?
And me. Pretty lady.
And me. Your name is me.
Sure.
Great.
Alright, I don't know what those drugs are, and I cannot handle this right now!
She's just looking into like the open hole that's there and just kind of like smiling.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up like the communicator's like little notepad messenger thing. Just if I could do nothing else, I'm taking notes on this like absolute mess of a scene in front of me.
I've got something that's probably nothing, but I've thought, thinking about the last time we were in another dimension or anything, does Jean tries to summon like a glass of water like it did in Envelope Zone? Is there anything from that or no?
Nope, you think hard about a
Okay.
glass of water and nothing appears in your hand.
You're very, very thirsty.
At least it's nothing. At least we're not there. At least, although maybe not sure if that's better or worse. Okay.
So great. We are stuck in the void. The entire island has been affected. Now what? Was Satir a higher point on the island than like most of everything else? To the point where I could get like a vantage of like further off toward like the mountains where the mining operation was?
Yeah, the castle was at the highest point. The
Because I'm
mining
just trying to get
operation
like an
was down
idea
at the
of
foothill.
how big, like, did this actually encompass the entire island, or did it like miss part of it by being at like that edge?
It missed part of the island, but it was most of it. I am going to show you on the stream just how much of the island has disappeared. Boop.
God,
There we go.
the boop of doom.
Oh my god.
There was Satir. So the mining operation is still with you. Half of the Fioviera beach houses are there. The entire town below is with you.
Remind me, what exactly was the mining operation for again? Just like steel or something, or
I think it was
yeah.
root steel.
Yeah, root steel.
darn. I was hoping for something a bit more magically usable in this moment.
Well, that would be nice. It's still a medium tier ore. It's not
I
anything
know,
to
but
like turn our
I
nose
just
up
thought-
at.
I know, but it's okay.
I like the way you think, though. Oh god.
Can the three of you roll me an awareness check?
Sure, it's our specialty today.
Yeah.
Womp.
Aware.
Thank goodness, Abby. Listen
How
and
doing?
see.
I am doing my best.
Abby, down in the forest below, you are able to see there is a bit of smoke coming out in the middle, like chimney smoke.
In like the middle of like the dense forest, or
Yeah, just in the middle of the dense forest.
well, realistically, there's no fast way to travel to the southeast end of the island where it got cut off. So, Jean Senna, let's go investigate that. As I point out the smoke.
Okay, I'll follow you, pretty lady.
Where did she even get something this to mess her up this bad?
Yeah, I don't know. We will cover that later. We have bigger,
Yeah, I know.
encompassing issues.
I'm trying. If I'm trying to focus on something a bit smaller to
Just watch your
avoid the
step.
all-encompassing terror. No, let's find what's. Yeah, if you say there's some sort of fire that's out of place, anything to find out what the hell happened or how we could get out of here. We gotta go.
Listen, whatever happened here, what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. There is no mist here. There is no magic. There's nothing we can do. But if that... Let's... Can't even get her own thoughts straight as he just picks up the pace a little bit, running toward the smoke.
All right, perfect. It will take you a little bit to get there. For some reason, the jungle is extra thick right now. Can you all roll me a survival as you're trying to get through?
I am not.
Am I survival
Alright.
equipped? Let's see. Nope.
Oh my god.
Hey!
I almost learned survival.
Almost. But thanks to your cunning knack, Abby, you are able to get everyone. Oh, come on. Through the woods, and you are able to see a small house with chocobos in the back.
Ain't
No way.
Oh my god, birdies! Just gonna run up and try and pet a chocobo.
No, sit up. Wait, don't. They might be skittish.
Roll me an animal. Is it training or animal training?
Training, that's a spirit check. Cool.
Yeah, spirit check if you don't have it. It's supposed to be learned, but for this situation,
Actually, oh no, never mind. I can't.
God, I can't remember her name.
Oh no, birdie, come. Oh, okay, bye, birdie. Kind of just slumps to the ground, failing to pet the chocobo.
It comes close to you. It would be a plus 20, and it comes
Oh,
close.
plus 20.
Yeah, but yeah, it comes close to you. It's kind of curious, but as you bring your hand up, it sniffs a little bit and then runs away if you try to if you try too much attention, kind of like a cat.
Mm-hmm. She's just gonna slump to the ground on her knees and just be like, "Okay, birdie." Just staring at the pack of chocobos.
I hate that I am blanking on her name. Wait.
Eh,
No, I think I remember. It was Old Half Terrain, wasn't it?
I've got the.
Wasn't it?
Oh,
And out from the back door, you see a wizened old Rev
It
walk out.
was.
after
Well, it's good to see you again.
You've picked the most wonderful time to just be a sight for sore eyes.
Yes, quite the time to set up camp near us.
That's what it seemed like. It's not every day that you come across islands just disappearing into the void.
So, were you always on Satir, or is that just
Oh no.
because we're now here?
I remember her. She
the
can move
void.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
she
I mean,
promised.
yeah, she can move around. She could have been like on the island and only noticed because we needed her or something.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you clearly know what's going on. Like,
well, I wouldn't say that. This is a little bit
Kinda.
out of my domain, but I might be able to help.
Anything you could do to help would be appreciated. After
I will take scraps of help.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Come on into my hut. I believe I have a book that would perfectly help you all with this. And
Oh,
she-
that'd be wonderful. Hey, Senna, you coming in?
No, I'm gonna watch the birdies.
At the bottom, Inception. Go play with Cinna. Strictly directing our chocobo.
We do have our chocobos here.
It's true, you do have your chocobos here. They will be willing to come up and play with Senna.
She's gonna be in like the fluffiest little cuddle puddle of birds. It's gonna be so good.
Yes. Kind of have some fun for a moment, Cinna. We might.
Yeah,
Yeah.
walking by, I will definitely give my chocobo a little like head ruffle,
Oh, just give it
a little beak scratch.
scratches and pets. Yes.
Yeah. You're able to see Lady Featherbottom here, Inception 2 on Blu-ray, and Sunstreet.
Inception 2 on Blu-ray. Good God, I forgot. That was in fact a chocobo's name here.
I forgot how amazing a lot of people's chocobos names were. This is
God.
fantastic.
Who could forget? Who could forget? When the sun sets on East for the final time, the only Coda's green chocobo.
Yep. Ugh. Fantastic. Well, in that case, Abby and John, you will go into Haftering's house, and we are going to see what happens next after our short intermission.
Yay!
When we get back, I got a question for all of you. Let's see, what's the question? I think I know what the answer is going to be for all of you. What are you hopeful for? I will be shocked if the answer is to not get back home. But we will see.
Yes.
All right. We'll be back. We'll probably cut to Waylon before we get back to Haftering talking to everyone else. But yeah, we'll be back after a 5, 10, 15, 20-minute break, and we'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Steal the Skies. We got the Reverie here, and hope you all had a great break. I got a question for the 4 of you. That question is, what are you hopeful for? Let's go bottom to top, because I know that whoever the person on the top, Pseudo, is currently consuming. So, Ash, what is Cinna hopeful for?
That these chocobos don't move. They're comfy.
Perfect.
Keep it good.
These sorry, birdies, not chocobos. She wouldn't know that they're chocobos.
She doesn't know much right now.
That these birdies don't move.
Makes sense. All right. Nasru, what is something Abby is hopeful for?
Abby is hopeful that at the end of this event that most of the Viera make it out in one piece. Like, Wallace is kind of a dick, and their circumstances are unfortunate, but they're here right now. That's what's important to her.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you. Pokey, what is something Jean is hopeful for?
Sean is hopeful that she can stay with this group, that everything will work out here, that we'll be safe together. Her immediate friends,
Perfect. Thank you. And Pseudo, what is something that Waylon is hopeful for?
I didn't have a good answer when this started, and I don't even think I have a good answer now. Something good can come of this. Anything.
Something good happens. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for your answers. They have been jotted down and will be consumed later. So,
Consumed?
yes, consumed. You heard me.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So we are coming back to Waylon after tossing the device down on the ground and a second orb coming out. Can you roll me an awareness check?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can roll you an awareness check. Why not? What could I possibly not be aware of?
Many things.
Yeah, many things.
Historically.
Whoops. That needs to be...
No.
All right. You are looking at Wallace just cross the thing.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the device back up. And what does it visually the room look like?
All I could think of was a thermos, like a Hubby Halloween thermos kind of thing.
What?
Oh, Final
Like
Fantasy 52 reference. Sorry.
Oh. I'm sorry, I'm not in the room.
Oh, was it look like in the
Also-
room?
Yeah, actually, it's a good first question. Is does the device look busted?
The device itself does look busted. Yes.
Okay. And how does the now back to the original question? How does the room appear? Like, what is there to What am I looking at here?
The room itself you are currently looking at. Let me see if. Yeah, the room itself, you are scanning around and you are able to see there is a hole in the ceiling now.
Oh.
Hole in the bottom of the sea.
What is through hole?
Through hole, you see
What is on the other side of hole?
on the other side of the hole, you are seeing a bunch of explosions.
Just non-stop explosions?
Oh yeah. Like, you know how the sun's just constantly exploding? Or at least that's
Yeah.
what
Sure.
it's what the best way to
that's-
describe the concept fusion is.
Me understand, yes.
Yeah.
Waylon sees. So Waylon's just seeing like, essentially, what looks like a portal to the explosion dimension,
Yes.
and that void that was described that I saw envelop the room and then vanish. There is no traces of that void here.
There's no traces of that void. But you do see Wallace is still just sipping on his novelty cup. Is the only noise you've heard from him for the past, minute or so.
Right, because the silence.
Yep.
Can I make some sort of check to try and interpret what I'm looking at?
Oh, God. Is there a lore? Do you have lore? Do you have any time or space spells?
Jesus Christ. Maybe I have some really odd spells. Um, how would I know if they are?
Oh, it would definitely be stuff from the Time Age selection. Stuff let me pull up.
Like haste and slow.
Well, closer to, I guess, gravity, meteorite, ray
Okay, yeah.
bomb,
No, I have scan lock and zombie. So
comets. Okay. Uh, you know, scan's a good way to learn anything.
yeah,
Roll-
okay, let's go full Oppenheimer. I put my goggles on and I'm gonna look into the explosion dimension.
Yeah, you look up into the explosion dimension. You see a
Ah,
bunch of
boy.
explosions above you.
Uh,
They
okay,
are
scan reveal anything?
not magical by nature. They are physical explosions all around you. You can see gaps and cracks through the walls, either down towards the entrance, past that hallway, up above you, and just explosions everywhere.
The scan reveals okay, so basically I just know it's non-magical.
It is non-magical.
And the explosions aren't getting any closer?
Nope, just constantly around you.
What?
This is a weird pickle you put us in.
Have you seen something like this before?
No, this is new.
Okay, good. All right. In which
Is
case,
it?
until you know something, shut the hell up.
Hmm.
And I'm going to look over the device and try and figure out what happened to it.
You can see that the device, there's little sparks coming out at some of the points where some of the wires are connected. You can see that there are cracks in the manufactured nethicite and the
I think either I
orosite.
cut out or you cut out.
Oh, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
I'm hearing you both.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Hello?
can hear you, Pseudo. I think Pseudo's headphones might be gone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Since Pseudo's mic is working, my mic's working, my headphones are working.
All right, somebody at him on Discord.
Hello?
I'm trying to do.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Yeah, huh.
Hello?
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 Whoa. That was crazy. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, you good now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, fantastic. What was the last thing that you heard?
You were describing how the machine was broken.
Oh, yeah. So, the casing has, uh, like parts of the astroglobe is bent a little bit. You can see the stones that you had inside are cracked.
All of the stones are cracked?
Uh, yeah,
Oh.
the stones that were in there are cracked.
Including the netherite and the orosite?
Indeed. You need a little help with your thingy? Because I know a guy.
You know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Which guy do you know?
Let's see. There was this guy in Tabith. Great inventor. Fantastic individual.
What?
In Tabith. You ever been? It's a really nice
No.
island city. Ah, okay. Yeah. Good island nation. Very small. It's between Loire and Ordalia.
Okay.
Kind of
Okay,
grew up
think
there.
weird. You. Uh, wait. What? You can leave. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm just saying I know a guy there. I don't know. Maybe I
Okay,
could
well,
leave.
I'm focused on trying to make sure I can leave now.
Okay.
I'm
I could.
gonna grab him by the fucking back of his goddamn collar. No. You're staying right here.
Oh, well, I was gonna see if I could leave.
No. What do you need
What?
more variables?
Don't we need
I'm
less variables?
Yeah, go ahead, try it.
Okay. He's going to. Yeah.
No, please go on.
Yeah. He's going to walk down the hallway towards a opening in the wall, and you're gonna see him like peer his head out past the stone wall. Look to the left, look to the right. He's gonna walk back quietly. I think we're fucked. It's just like nothing out there except explosions everywhere.
Yes.
I have no idea how we're not being fried inside here.
Because we're think.
But what?
Explosions that occur whenever the yacht interacts with the match site. So the device reverses the polarity, and instead of creating an explosion, I tried to create an implosion. Instead of creating the implosion that would have devoured the 8th Fleet Leviathan, Waylon like looks around for a second, and then like, I fuck. I think I created void.
Hey, congrats! He gives you a thumbs up and goes to take
Oh
down the
my-
shelf.
I would have been rather stuck here with the prince or the Duke of Glabados than I would have rather been with you. Oh my god. All right. Hang on. Just let me think.
What's wrong with me?
Okay. Okay. The explosion, the magicite, when the magicite is exposed to the yacht causes the magicite to crack and explode. So the form and the function of the magicite itself, it releases that energy out of its crystallized form into an aetheric form. The mist is mist is the yacht is the yacht just the leftovers of these. Are they? Is that just? Is it just a mist, concentrated magicite?
Are you asking me?
Not, God, yeah. Go on. What do you think?
Yes. Yeah, it's just concentrated mist. That's why most sky stones can't travel through it. Otherwise, they just explode because they absorb too much and just poof.
Right. Yeah. But the mist doesn't shift. It doesn't move. It just lingers over an area, which means it's not affected by the weather. It's not affected by natural sources. That gets left over.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's basically sweat.
What?
Well, it's like God sweat. So the cosmetology says.
What? Go finish your thought. What do you mean sweat?
Well, so I don't know. Are you a Ferrist? Are you Light of Kiltius? What do you subscribe to?
What do you
I'm
subscribe to? What a
agnostic.
weird way to say that.
Ah, okay. Well, a lot of religions will tell you that the basically the mountains and all of the mist that exists is basically just what has been exuded from the four godchildren's clashing it out, having sibling squabbles. And
Poor godchildren.
yeah. Wow, you're really. It's fine. It's fine. Multiple gods, basically, four of them created Evilise and everything on it. And uh, whenever there's a large concentration of mist, that's where, according to the creation beliefs that religious people have, is that's where they clashed. And basically, the large concentration of mist is where that clash was because they exuded that much deity power? I don't know. So I basically call it God sweat.
Man with half the answers speaks to
I-
kid with no answer.
I hate that he gives like what it is in like the worst comparator.
Yep. This guy should be killed. Okay. What it? We've been doing this. Avloab, can you hear me? Hey, I mean that's fair. We've never been friends. Okay, so we've shifted. I know this is. We just have to find a way to undo this. Okay, so I inverse the polarity. Okay, so originally the polarity was the way it was said was to create an implosion that was enough to exert. Okay, and the inverse has sent us to this void. So we just need to Waylon is gonna like stumble back a little bit and just like sit down on something, just kind of like lean onto something. Okay, we can undo this. What are the Wallace? What are the kinds of magic?
I mean, there's time magic, blue magic, black magic, white magic, spellblade magic, life magic. Um, although technically life magic shouldn't exist, but
Question, DM.
hey, yeah.
Magicite crystals. What are the forms of magicite crystals? Like what exists in magicite form?
So magicite is concentrated mist, and they will take on the form of uh, usually a form of black magic, but sometimes they can take on the form of time or white magic.
Okay.
But it's
Okay,
never been
so
seen
the-
for blue or spellblade.
Right.
Interesting.
Oh, I didn't account for all of it. How do I don't know if I would know this per se. I'm totally informed. No. No, hello?
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Okay. Did you hear my request? My question?
Oh, I did not.
I'm down to make a check for this. Do I know how magicite is formed?
Um, yeah, I would say it's pretty common. So roll me a lore magic plus 60.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, plus 60?
Yeah.
Okay. That puts me over. That puts me at 110.
Oh, okay. Well
So just
then,
don't botch.
yeah.
Oh, let me just roll that. Funsies. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, you know exactly how it forms. It is a concentration of mist that is poured into specific crystals that can take in that concentration of mist.
Specific crystals that can. Oh, so magic.
So we
Uh,
only heard you say so magis.
yeah.
Oh, so magicite is formed through basically an induction into crystals, but do we understand where those crystals are? Like what those like how those crystals form?
Um, it is different from crystal to crystal. For example, sky stones are special, and uh, you know exactly where to find them. They're going to be in the sky continents because they are what make sky continents float.
Right. Okay. Um. Oh my God. Uh, but um the composite. Oh do I have an understanding of what the composition? I don't remember if this was ever given back to me, so I apologize. Of what is beneath Satir? Like what is being harvested beneath Satir?
Woot steel was being harvested beneath Satir.
Okay, gotcha. Wood steel. So there are like deep caverns and mines beneath Satir.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay. What are the? Oh my God. Do I have a library that is within this circle? I'm guessing I don't. Do I?
No, there is not.
Okay. I'm gonna try my communicator real quick. Is that working at all?
You get static.
Um, Wallace, when you looked out there? What is it? Just Well, I don't know where we are, but I have an idea how we might be able to anchor if we just okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do these Wallace, do you know how crystals form? Like as in the natural formation of crystals, where do you know where they come from?
Oh,
They
from
just natural to the in the ground?
yeah, essentially, yeah.
I think I see what he's going for.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up my device, and I'm gonna fuck with it, and I will describe to you my intent.
Okay.
First and foremost, I am gonna use my. I'm just gonna look at the scanner for funsies, like just to see what the scanner says,
Yeah.
like my little handheld aether meter.
Uh,
How fucking
it is fluctuating wildly from everything to nothing. Back
okay,
and forth.
okay, okay, okay. We just need to. Okay. All right, Wallace. All right. I think I know how to. I think I know how to solve this problem.
Oh yeah?
But it's yeah, yes. Um, do we have do you have any magicite? Any crystals?
No. No, none at all. No.
Can you do you have any magic that can enlarge things?
Um, yeah, I guess so.
Okay. I have a theory. All right. Um, I'm gonna the device. Waylon is kind of under the understanding that like this solution could just mean instantaneous death for the two of them, but he's hoping it might save Satir. Um, I am
That's
going to.
quite the rage.
It is.
Everything or nothing.
Yeah. This is. We're not. Yeah. We're no longer. I've already gambled. Us. Now we have to gamble hard.
Crit or die. Crit or die.
Yeah. I want to. Here's my idea. I'm with the pure sheer panic and adrenaline coursing through Waylon's system. I want to take the device, and the crystals are all cracked and unstable. And and knowing this, that they're in this unstable form, Waylon's mindset is like, okay, obviously he's created some sort of distortion between, like a window distortion between whatever the hell nethicite is and whatever the hell auracite is, and presumably outside they've created some sort of bubble in this little thing. That's our best theory right now, and not knowing the fate of actually Satir outside at the moment. Waylon is hoping that this I don't know. Actually, this is the part we don't know. I don't know. We don't know. He doesn't know where the island is. He doesn't know where anything is anymore. All he can do is hope to God that when this is said and done and the theory is followed through, it returns back into place or is okay. So, the goal here is to create through sheer force something in the middle between all of these crystals. The idea being an anchor. If a this god sweat, right, is leftover is this leftover something created by the actions of the gods. Presumably the gods in their omnipotence cast magic from some place that is universally coalesced. That coalescence could be interpreted
I like
mind
interpreted.
and unstable crystals. He's hoping, when delivering enough power into these and fucking with the polarity in just the right way, to have Wallace He's going to try and activate the device with the intention of creating an anchoring aetherite, like an actual crystal, like a something in the middle zone that anchors it and if we're lucky, brings us back, and if we're not lucky, at least Waylon maybe discovers something before they die here. The intention being, can we crack whatever is this hidden element that has been evading him for so long? The thing that aetherite, that the mist is made out of. Can that be returned back to its original form by taking these crystals and quite literally crystallizing them and just absorbing it, just pull it all back in, try and concentrate it back into something that will anchor Satir back to but this is my sort of my logical step thinking here. You know, like the crystals that teleport people have to be able to mitigate all various realms of planar magic to do to navigate through them, because they're all magic is essentially a tangible source of energy, a tangible source of power. And to mitigate those and traverse those, one would need to be able to sidestep them, or alternatively, in the same way that the video game status effects are immune to the elements that are immune, like an ice elemental is immune to an ice spell. Create a crystal, hiding all of the other crystals. And
I don't know where he's going with this, but I have to watch it to the end.
I think you cut out, Waylon.
Oh my god.
I think it's so basically you're trying to make it so that you turn your crystal back into mist and then use that mist elsewhere.
I would like more like take the crystals and through sheer like energy transfer and getting the polarity just fucking right, crystallizing them together in such a manner that it forms whatever this mother crystal concept is.
So you're trying to make a bigger crystal
trying to make a bigger, like anchoring, larger crystal akin to the ones that cities use to teleport around. Dimensional anchors.
I kind of get it. I'm not sure if it's all within the setting, but I get the idea of
I don't know. I don't know
anything. I get the idea of you're trying to use you make one big crystal to actually be able to use that to warp around more controlledly then.
Effectively. Warping somewhere I think is a little bit out of my control range, but activating it might be enough to maybe at the least reverse whatever the insane shit is happening here. Maybe it might make it worse. I leave that to the DM to tell me what to roll. Okay. Hey crew, it's been a wonderful campaign and a long battle.
Trying to make manufactured aetherite?
I'm trying to create a third. Yeah, if you have, say, either auracite on one side,
you're trying to make the third
on the other end.
Okay, a state of.
I want to create aetherite, or alternatively, like omnisite.
A new state of matter. Got it.
Yes, yeah, I have no choice but to create a new state of matter and try and make it out of out of the mist.
Become the god.
I don't think this is gonna give us god powers, but if it gives us the ability to return from this shit, I'll call it a day.
Okay.
Someone hasn't seen Madoka.
All right. So you are working on that.
Yeah, I'm working on that, QB.
That will take you quite some time to figure out, but
I'm not going anywhere.
it's true. You're not going anywhere, and
you have all the time left in the world.
In that case, let's see what everyone else has been up to during this.
Well, I know somebody's cuddling up to 3 very, very soft
I'm
chocobos.
taking a nap with chocobos.
You sure
With
are.
birdies. With what? Don't you mean
With birdies. Oh, you're so right. Birdies. I'm
Birdies.
taking a nap with birdies.
Yeah, so you are. Let me just consolidate everyone here, since I don't know if we'll have time to figure out like what that role for pseudo is by the
Yeah,
end of
that's
the.
fine, dude.
Yeah. So we'll just regroup everyone. There we go. Yeah. So.
On my end, we've been here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are. You go into Halfdarang's house, which you did not accept the offer last time, but this small shack is a lot bigger on the inside.
I'd
It
love
is
that.
definitely a TARDIS situation where it kind of unfolds into like um a very wide and long room, kind of convention-y.
Like a
With
convention center?
kinda, yeah.
I
And
see.
there are shelves upon shelves upon shelves of books. And she brings you to a small table with a couple of comfy chairs, and there is a teapot with a couple cups. She's like, "Come, sit."
Thank you.
Yes, very
Very
kind of you. Thank you.
nice place you got here.
Thank you. It's taken a lot to keep it updated, but I do my best.
It's smaller on the outside.
Oh yes, and
You stole the joke. My observation joke.
But I had to do the opposite because everyone says it's bigger on the inside. No,
Yeah,
it's smaller on
that's
the
where I
outside.
was. Exactly where I was going.
well, it's it would be a lot harder to disguise something this big whenever I needed to move locations.
You know what? That's fair. A building of this size just showing up in a forest would definitely stand out a lot more than a cozy little hut and some chocobo pens.
Bingo. Tea?
Yeah, please.
Perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
I'm just like looking at most of the books.
Like the collection?
Yes, it's much
Quite.
more extensive and ranging than I'd expect. I don't know what I expected, to be honest. But then again, all I've known is that you're the magic chocobo, but the magic chocobo lady. I apologize.
You would say you're pretty. Yeah, you know all of your books in your collection, right?
Oh yes, of course.
Now, is unrelated to our current situation, but because my curiosity must be satiated, you wouldn't happen to have any first edition Mabel Hanover books in here, would you?
Oh, thank God she's not able to hear.
If I didn't, could I really say I have every kind of copy of every book? That's a
Well-
trick question. There's 3 that I don't have. Well, 2 that I don't have. My brother has those.
And let me guess, they're the incredibly rare first edition signed copies that may or may not have some weird shit written inside of them.
Oh no, I have those. I have one of them. She asked me to hold on to it for safekeeping.
A she?
She?
Yeah, Miss Hanover. Great
Okay.
work. Great lady.
Oh.
Interesting.
Well, Yeah, there's been someone kind of looking for them, and we don't think she has good intentions with them. Lady gives me the heebie-jeebies, and at one point I had one of the books, but I felt not exactly safe with it in my possession, given certain companions and whatnot along the way.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone ever comes by the name of Mullencomp, a very charismatic individual, I think it would be best for the world if you don't
Well, of course
have
not.
that book.
Well, if there's anywhere that would be safest, probably in a library that no one can find.
Good.
Unless I want them to find. For example, we're not even on Evilise right now, so you know.
Yeah, think kind of why I
That's
feel
great.
a little bit thankful about that situation asking this, because, like, listen, this Mullencamp lady, she's bad news, bad juju, and I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her. And you see how skinny these arms are?
That's fair. Alright, yeah. Well,
But, that minor reassurance, or major reassurance behind us. So where are we?
nowhere. Just
Yeah.
absolutely nowhere.
Nowhere. Like,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
So, in our dimension, there are 5 realms: the Imperial Plane, World of Illusions, the Underworld, the Netherworld. Why did Father decide to make 2 hells? I don't know. And Evilise.
What? Hell is real twice.
Twice, yeah.
That's fucked.
You know
Ugh.
what? Some of said companions, I think, had made mentions of a hell. Yeah, I did not realize there was more than one.
It's a lot closer than a lot of people think, but
I would like to not think about that.
that's
But
a
if
good answer.
those are all places, how have we found ourselves outside of all of them?
There is the space between all of these places, everywhere that all the realms that I mentioned, and then there is space between dimensions.
Huh.
Now I know that we are in between the realms within our dimension, otherwise I could not come here.
Right. I kind.
So what
Think-
you're saying? So if I'm understanding this right,
We're between like Evilise and Hell 1 and Hell 2, basically. Except that's not really a place.
Right.
And then there's way beyond, out beyond, nowhere even not between those, huh?
That's correct.
oh, so if this is the place in between, and it's, well, dark and empty, what lies beyond the empty?
Nothing until you get to a realm, really. So, you know how you have a solar system? It's really big. There are tiny little planets that dot throughout it. And there's a lot of space in between that.
Hmm.
And then between the solar systems, you'll find more solar systems outside of that. But there's a lot more empty between those solar systems. And that makes a galaxy. And you know how you have galaxy, which is just a bunch of solar systems all together in this nothing void. And then you have more nothing beyond that. And then you have other galaxies.
Are we in like the nothing between the galaxies, or are we?
I think we're interdimensionally.
Between even that.
Dimensionally speaking, we are somewhere within the solar system.
We're close to Evilise, but sideways, I guess. Kind of.
Essentially, yeah.
And it sounds like whatever. If he did it, if there's an another empty pit of that castle, he went somewhere more nowhere, huh?
Yeah, I do not know where he went.
I don't. The last thing I remember him talking about all of this was some like Orosite, Nethicite bomb to threaten the capital, but then we were told to use it somewhere else, but this obviously doesn't seem very well destructive, in I guess the case that, well, there is a chunk of the castle gone, but like we are alive, right?
Yes, we are all alive.
So how can you make an explosion but keep people alive? What did Waylon do?
Honestly, I wish I was more omniscient to see how, because that kid tripped up the stairs.
That sounds like our captain. And unfortunately, our other very magically inclined companion is very not quite herself on some sort of substance, stronger than I think we've ever seen her on before. Trust me, that girl could smoke a blunt.
Halfdrang's gonna lean over to look out the window to see Senna cuddling the chocobos.
She's cuddling them up. There's like that little bit of drool coming out, like snoring almost. Like she is comfy.
Yeah, she looks a little bit out of it, to say the least, as an understatement. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You see it too.
Yeah, I see it. Don't
I
worry.
mean, I don't think she was ever here when we last saw you, but yeah, I'm kind of at a loss at this point.
Well,
Jean, do you have anything else?
Well, I'm not sure there's gotta be something. With how extensive your collection is, you said you had something that might be able to help us with this? Or figure out what we can do? It's a shame that the most capable of solving this applying that knowledge is indisposed. Oh.
Well, that is actually perfectly all right. There is how familiar are you two with the creation myths of Evilise?
I mean, I never gave too many of them much thought. The only one I've really read about was failed Thanos, just because I was trying to find out, about the failed Vieira and all that.
I've
But
heard some throughout interesting, everything, but the details elude me at this moment. But I have an idea. Yes.
Okay. Can you roll me? Do you have lore religion, either of you?
I definitely do not.
No, I don't know anything. I'm just guessing about stuff.
Unless there would have been any kind of like religion pushed in Rosaria
Yeah,
that
no.
my Rosarian
no.
knowledge might carry me.
Yeah, no. I only have like folkloric musical knowledge, which would be something. This is the only thing that's something. If it's
This would
that's
be
why I was talking about it.
this would be more
No.
deep knowledge.
Yeah, we're not exactly,
yeah.
like a whole Eudoran Empire religious propaganda pushing familiarity.
Okay.
Yeah. She's going to stand up and put down her teacup. Well, when we were created, the God of Time, Zamala, gave us 4 books for each of the 4 children. Grimoires, specifically. Grimoire of the Rift was given to Aldebaran. Grimoire of Magic was given to me.
This is me, the player, pointing at QB saying, you.
Grimoire of Summoning was given to Antares. Grimoire of Judgments was given to Regulus. However, part of the reason why I split myself with my brother, I guess kind of twin? It's weird. Was because somehow these grimoires got out of our hands, and me and myself, we tried to bring them together. We were able to find each of them, and Hastering has 2 of them, and I have the other 2. I actually came here with the rift, knowing full well that with it, you may be able to find your friend, or you might not. There is a lot that can be done with the rift, but it would be the only way to bring him back home.
Interesting. I've never heard of these grimoires before.
If you are wondering how judges came to being, how people learned about summoning and magic and everything like that, it is because of these grimoires. We held on to them so that we could use the power, and we might have lent out 1 or 2 to mortals to help them get started with things and learn how magic works. And then I split into 2 and recollected them.
I take it as a method of safeguarding against anyone or thing who might use them for nefarious purposes.
Oh, absolutely.
As Abby's now just like kind of just looking over all the different books, full well knowing it literally could be, she could have been looking right at it and never known.
I'm assuming you would like to use the grimoire to find your friend.
Yes, I appreciate we appreciate the the offer of such of you stepping to help us, but
I mean, we
why
don't really
us
have
more?
any other
Yeah.
choice, though.
But no, I'm grateful beyond all, but I have to wonder. Why us? What's so special about us then? To want to help us poor fools sent drifting?
I got a little birdie whispering in my ear. They told me you might need a little help.
Was it a little birdie that seems very, very fond of squats and leg day?
You know 'em.
Very
Of
much so.
course.
I don't know if I could say it's a fortunate or an unfortunate. Though to be
Indeed.
fair, he has
Well,
provided more boon than bane, so I guess we could consider him on the good side.
if nothing else, it's yes. I suppose I should be grateful. Yes.
Perfect. In that case, I'm gonna go collect the book and I'll be back. Just hang tight. And she wanders down the halls.
It still does, even with his now even involved. Still doesn't answer the question I have. My question, though, of why us? Why it's always seems to be us. It feels like.
You know what?
I suppose.
Jean, have I ever told you the one thing, what used to be one of the only things I ever believed in?
And what's that?
Fate, and that everything had a reason for us to be where we were, when we were, because we needed to be. I think this is just another extension of that.
The weird. The strangest thing is I was more on the opposite side. I thought everything kind of happened all by chance. It all happened as it happened, you know? Knowing that things are a bit bigger scale than that is always been a bit of a shock to me.
I mean, who's to say fate and chance are two sides of the same coin, you know? Just a matter of what side you find yourself upon.
Sorry.
There's a
Suda's trying to fix her thing, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I hope your audio doesn't keep cutting out. These are some Supremo moments.
I'm lost. Go, continue. I'm here.
No, but I'm. I suppose. I suppose I wanted to step out to be my own, more, my own person. But this sure isn't how I ever would have seen this happen. You.
Jean, I jumped on the Reverie because I needed some spare gil. After, the whole troop breakup. I didn't ever expect this.
No.
So, trust me, I'm right there with you.
Who could? It's almost refreshing, at least, to know that what I thought was the size of the world is not even a part of it. You know, it's nice to know that.
And now it
There's-
just got even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna, just take a very, very deep breath and just, take another sip of the tea and just try and relax with all of this knowledge just coming forward.
We'll make it. It'll turn out fine.
I mean, we got to, right?
Yeah.
That's what the Sky Rats would do.
Yeah.
She'll reach her arm out, fist pointed for a fist bump.
Yes, of course. It goes right in
Sky rats forever.
Yeah, sky rats forever.
And is that a good point to cut
Yeah.
it off?
I think it
Great.
is.
It's fine.
I kind of felt that, but just wanted to double check. So,
No.
in that case, we'll figure out what happens to the Reverie next time on Steal
I'm
the
gonna hit you with a
Skies.
rock. Oh, I'm gonna hit you with a rock.
Reverie.
I'm gonna hit you with a rock.